And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy Grade A Fantasy for the second video today. Here to drop my Grade A power plays. So, as you see on the screen here, you see what I had loaded up earlier. That is my 7-pick, basically power play team parlay of who I think can score a power play goal tonight. Let's just go over that once again. From the beginning, I got Buffalo getting one against San Jose, Tampa Bay against Columbus. We got Toronto getting one against Montreal, Boston against LA, Florida, Detroit, Winnipeg, Anaheim, and Nashville against Seattle. Once again, odds probably have changed since then. Plus 76.15 are your odds. Let's continue and start with the plays for today. A lot of great power play options. A little bit of news that broke, that was rumored, well, not rumored, but it was somewhat mentioned earlier, and now is pretty much confirmed. I'll give a heads up on that in a little bit, but we'll start off with Morgan Rielly, one of the best odds of the day that we have at the quarterback position. There, it's Montreal, so I think it's Montreal, so it's definitely worth going for the plus 390 right there. Josh Morrissey, the plus 250. Charlie McAvoy against LA, plus 230. Morrissey is going against Anaheim. So we already did a 3-pick parlay earlier. What was funny is one of the first bets I was looking at just to have him there because he was still plus 200. This morning, he was somewhere between plus 210 and 220, was Darren Radish. While I was doing my research and checking my picks, Darren Radish was taken off the board and he's gone. Victor Hedman will be power play quarterbacking for Tampa Bay tonight. Darren Radish has a family emergency, so he is gone by the time. By the time I even knew this, I already put in my 3 because Darren Radish plus 210. I was looking for decent odds because as you can see here with my round robin, Morgan Rielly plus 390. You got the plus 250 and plus 230 with McAvoy. I don't know who I would have taken out here, or maybe I could have just taken out Ryan and just went with the regular 200 something, or maybe it would have been McAvoy because I just probably wanted the odds because I wasn't taking Morrissey out, not in that matchup. But if you want to do your own and mix it with your own, Hedman, who used to be the power play quarterback for years for Tampa Bay throughout their championship years, so him getting put into the power play conversation is nothing. Plus, he's the power play 2 quarterback anyway. It's not really much of an issue. It's just that the percentage and the efficiency of the power play works better with Radish. So just letting you know, Victor Hedman, I think as of right now, is plus 280. Right before I started getting everything together, let's get through the matchup. So there you go. These are what the round robin combos are. So everything. If at least sometimes I'm always ending up with hundreds, and one spot hitting like a 90 something. Well, these odds are good enough that if anything hits, we're looking at 100 plus. If Morgan Rielly and Morrissey hit, that's 171. If Morgan Rielly and McAvoy hit, that's 161. And if Morrissey and McAvoy hit, that's 115. Once again, I always do 3 with a 10, so that's $30. And plus I did the parlay, so that's $40 right there. Let's keep going. In another great power play matchup with some good odds, Josh Doan plus 325 against San Jose. They have given up the most penalty minutes since the Olympic break, and San Jose has consistently stayed in the top 10 of penalty minutes. And no, they have not have a good penalty kill probably in the last 3 years. We also have Jason Zucker at plus 280. I'm going to stop right there because let's just click in on that game because there's not really much great odds after that. Darlene and Tage have basically become what Montreal, Colorado, and Edmonton's power play is right now. Their odds are just, hey, for fantasy, it will do you great. But for betting, there's a combination that you could get way easier than that. Tage is plus 160, Darlene's plus 170. And then, of course, it jumps up to Norris at plus 270. I went with Zucker and Doan with the bigger odds. So hopefully one of those will hit. That's what I was going for. With the Toronto game, like I said, their power play has been still working. It's the fact that they're going against Montreal that they're most likely going to get anywhere from 3 to 5. They're most likely going to get anywhere from 3 to 5 opportunities to score on a power play. So if you still see Tavares at plus 260, Nylander plus 220, even Austin Matthews at a plus 220, I think it's time to take advantage of all of that. Plus, we already got Morgan Rielly earlier as the power play QB. And if you want to see what Montreal, for the rest of the year, you will not hear me say anything about Montreal power play at all. As long as somebody's not injured or somebody moves up, Montreal's power play points are pretty much useless. They're the first 4, and it takes 4 of them to go over 200. So at this point, it's just like, whatever. Let's just put the money where the more value is in a more capable power play. Not the most efficient power play. This is not last year or even 2 years ago, but this Toronto power play still has healthy Tavares, healthy Nylander, and a healthy Austin Matthews. If you're getting 3 to 5 opportunities a game, that's the main reason why I'm taking those shots there. As we continue, another power play spot. As you can see, I'm picking everything from what I felt is going to hit today. So I also picked Boston in my power play round robin earlier. So I got Lindholm, 290. Geeky, plus 230. You got Pavel Zacha, plus 310. And then, like I said, for my PPQB parlay round robin, McAvoy is a plus 230. Obviously, no, I did not take Pastrnak. I think he's in the plus 150s or 160s. Gabriel Velarde, plus 250. We got Morrissey, part of the PPQB parlay, plus 250. And I went with Perfidi, plus 340. Both Scheifele and Connor are plus 190 and lower. So I will not be recommending them today. This is not that same spot over the weekend when there was only one guy at 190. And we still could get Kyle Connor for like 210. So we decided to take the whole power play unit. An interesting development here. When I first started playing fantasy, I love always picking Florida too. And they're perfectly correlated, but they just never give Verhaeghe. Every now and then, he didn't get that much power play time. Now with no Barkov, no Reinhardt, no Marchment, Verhaeghe's on the top power play unit. The reason why I picked Florida, because that power play is still more efficient. They have a more deeper player pool to keep their power play more than if Detroit lose their best player, as in Dylan Larkin. Now, JVR had a streak earlier where the minute he went in there, that's when the Red Wings power play just took off towards the season. He went back down to power play 2. He came back up since the Darren Larkin injury. He has 2 power play goals. So the reason why I'm going with JVR is because what he's done recently, what he's done during the season when he gets the power play 1. Now, is he going to have a streak like this? We just need to do it for 1 game. Because most importantly, that power play was humming at a top 5 pace at one point, but that was JVR with Dylan Larkin. Dylan Larkin's not there, so the only person I'm really interested in is plus 470 JVR. Yes, the Brink had 230. I think Kane is still at 210. Maurice Cedar is not on the board from what I recently saw. Let's just take a look, just so I'm just not saying the word of mouth so you can see this visually. He wasn't up there before for a power play point. There goes the Brinkat Kane. Kachuk is plus 160, so there's a no-go there. Lucas Raymond at 200. There goes the Brinkat 220, 230. Yeah, no Maurice Cedar. We got Ekblad there, but there's no Cider, so he's probably out. Excuse me for that little interruption right there. He's probably out. I don't think he's out, not that I know of. Because if I take a look at points, Maurice Cedar's right there, so they just don't have his power play point up. Let's continue. Let's get this menu out of the way. Let's get on to the bets. So JVR, and then like I said, I love the. I just didn't take Kachuk, so I just went with the best odds as usual. Because here's the thing, similar. They're fine running the power play, but the percentage goes up. So when Ekblad is there, you rather have somebody like Uvis or somebody like that run it or whatever. Ekblad's fine, but the puck movement is a lot better, and with a better skater like Uvis Belinkas. That's the same thing with Hedman. But with the odds here, we're going to take Verhaeghe plus 380. We're going to take Sam Bennett plus 250. And we're still going to go with Ekblad at plus 310. And to end the night, in case you're looking for any late night bets, because a lot of my stuff is early. It's most of most of the picks that I played are 7 o'clock, 7:30, I think, or whatever the case may be. If we're looking at the menu here, yeah, most of these picks are all the 7 o'clock slate, except for the Calgary New York game. I didn't touch the Islanders and St. Louis. The middle of the slate, I really don't have anything except until it gets to 8:30, 8:40 puck drop, the Anaheim Winnipeg game, and we'll get into Nashville, Seattle. They're also another team that I picked to get a power play goal. And when we look at their points, nothing too crazy. They're fine. Roman Yossi, the power play quarterback, Roman Yossi is the only one at plus 195. Then you jump up to Forsberg to a 220, Stamkos 220, 254, Ryan O'Reilly. And then if he's still up there on the power play one, I haven't even looked at their morning skate yet because I was so busy looking at that plethora of 7 o'clock slate. If he's still there, I'll still take a risk because the odds are there. Plus 340, Marcia Slow. I will definitely love to take Luke Evangelista at a plus 420. That's if he's on top of power play one. You can check that on your own, maybe at Daily Faceoff, NHL.com, what have you. That's one of the last games on the slate. Or I think that is the last game on the slate. It's one of the last two. Nashville is planning on dropping puck at 10:10, while Edmonton and Colorado is planning to drop the puck at 10:17. So that is my episode right there. Man, let's bounce back from last night. Oh, let's reenact last night. Let's not ignore that. We cannot do that. Last night was the first night that I lost more than 10 units. I'm a $10 better, so let's go over what happened last night. So this is all before this. All that Columbus stuff that I thought that really hurt. Tomas Shabbat assist was able to come through, and I was able to get a couple of power plays early. That's what really saved my day. It was the Marchenko plus 250 and a 390 Charlie Coyle. That's what really helped save my day. And I picked Zach Werenski as well. That power play point saved me. Other than that, it was a dogfight that I didn't expect. So even the Fantilli Marchman combo, that didn't work. And then all the 2-point combos didn't work. Washington got stalled out. So that whole entire power play, that's another 5 units down because I took the whole power play. Ryan Leonard, that ended up a dogfight. And then when they did score a power play, it was the second unit, and it was totally unassisted by Connor McMichael. So that didn't work. Yeah, it was just a lot. And then last night, I was watching the Senators game. Shabbat got the assist for me, but 4 power play opportunities, Ottawa just couldn't convert. So that's pretty much a lot. It happens. It's literally the first bad negative night, however you want to say it as a gambler, in about 2 weeks. 1.5 to 2 weeks. But let's bounce back tonight. We're going to be, our heads are going to be ping-ponging back and forth through games. There's a lot of games to look at tonight. We got a lot of bets in the 7 o'clock window. Hey, let's see if you can load up and see if you want to do anything later. But right now, I am fine with everything what I want to do. I still have to do a little bit more research and check these morning skates. See if Evangelista or Marcia Slow is there. I'll be interested in maybe just taking one or maybe both of them, or at least people from the Nashville side. And yes, I will be sweating out. Once again, most of my picks are early, so I'll know what's up with my parlay and everything like that. And my round robin's not too late. 2 guys are at 7, and then Morrissey drops puck at 8:40. So won't be too much of a late sweat on most of these things. Thank you for tuning in once again. Second video of the day. Maybe the second video of the day. Maybe this format breaks the little funk of bad luck that we got yesterday. Let's bounce back, y'all. This is your boy, Grade A Fantasy, and I'm signing off.